behalf of the state and all the citizens of the state, the government wishes to make a sincere and long overdue apology to the victims of childhood abuse for our collective failure to intervene, to detect their pain and to come to their rescue.
Mr Ahern said in the interests of justice and the common good, a Commission of Enquiry into childhood abuse was being established, at first on a non-statutory basis and with deliberately broad terms of reference. Its membership will be announced this week.
The primary focus of the Commission will be to provide victims with an opportunity to tell of the abuse they suffered in a sympathetic and experienced forum. In addition, the Commission will establish as complete a picture as possible of the causes, the extent of physical and sexual abuse of children in institution and in other places.
The Christian Brothers, who ran many of the state's industrial schools, are already facing the biggest Garda inquiry ever into child sex abuse in Artane. Today they welcome the new Commission.
We would hope from the Commission that the good and the bad would be seen, and we would also hope that brothers who are involved in these institutions would come forward to tell their story.
Realistically, people may not come forward. If the Commission proposes compelling them, is that something you'd accept?
Certainly, we would accept that.
The Taoiseach also announced that the government will spend an extra £4 million a year on professional counselling services for survivors of all childhood abuse. But perhaps most significantly of all, the government has decided to extend the time limit for victims of child sexual abuse wishing to take court action for compensation.
Well, effectively what it means, Joe, is that the 3-year period in which people had to take an action, it appears the government are now going to extend that time frame, and they won't be prevented from taking an action just because a lot of time has passed, which effectively is the case with all of these people. We're talking about long periods of time.
Meanwhile, RTE's States of Fear documentary, which goes out tonight, reveals that an official investigation found that children in Madonna House in Dublin complained of sexual abuse for 8 years before anything was done. And it publishes the hitherto hidden criticisms in the report of the Sisters of Charity who ran the children's home. It called the nuns' management incompetent. Turning to St Joseph's Industrial School in Kilkenny, the programme details several cases of sexual abuse of boys by 3 convicted paedophiles during the 1970s.
I haven't seen the programme myself, but as a congregation we are increasingly appalled and angered as each new case of abuse emerges.
Joe Little, RTE News.